On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 thumbprints. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Bakes by Vasco. I'm Michelle with 1L, and I'm glad you're here. Well, today we're going to make a classic thumbprint cookie. It's a really super simple recipe that I can't wait to show you how to make. What you're gonna make for this recipe is 1 cup of butter shortening, 1/2 cup of light brown sugar, 3 egg yolks at room temperature, 2 tablespoons of milk at room temperature, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of your desired filling, which today I'm using Lingonberry, and some sanding sugar for rolling. Now, let's get to baking. Now, before you do anything, you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you will want to get your baking sheets out and line them with parchment paper. Now, I have already taken and put our first 2 ingredients in my mixing bowl, and that is your butter flavored shortening and your brown sugar, and you're going to want to cream those together on medium-high until they're fluffy. Now, to your creamed mixture, you're going to add your egg yolks, your milk, your vanilla, and your salt. 3 egg yolks, 2 tablespoons of milk, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix those together on medium. Now with your mixture on low, you're gradually going to want to add your flour. Alright, now that your dough is all mixed, nice and mixed up, it's time to get it together on your baking sheets. Alright, we're ready to tray these up. Just going to scoop up some dough and make a ball in your hand, about 2 inches round or so. It's nice and sticky. Then you're going to, I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this, so we're going to run it through some egg wash, and then we're going to dip in for sprinkles, and then we'll sit it on the plate. And then you want to take your clean thumb and make a thumb print indentation in the middle, and there you go. And then we're going to repeat and do for the next one. Do the same thing. Try to keep them even. A little bit of egg wash. That's so your sanding sugar will adhere to it. And then there's your next one. And we're just going to alternate these, red and green, until the tray is full. Make sure while you're watching me tray these cookies up that you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything coming up next on our 12 Days of Christmas cookies. Alright, your cookies are now ready for your 350 degree oven on the middle rack for 10 to 12 minutes. We'll go ahead and put them on the check at 10. Alright, 10 minutes is up. Let's take these out of the oven. Love the way the butter shortening smells. And we're going to sit these over on a cooling rack and fill them with some lingonberry jam. Alright, you'll notice some of these have unindented, so you just take a spoon, because unless you have asbestos fingers, I don't recommend re-thumbprinting them. But just take and quickly put an indentation back into these so you have room for your jam. Any kind of jam can be used except sugar-free. Do not, and I repeat this, do not use sugar-free or zero sugar jam or jelly, because it does not cook. It turns into this weird, like, movie creature kind of globulous mass. So just stick with your regular preserves, jams, jellies. Mine, Lingonberry. And then just take a little spoonful and do the obvious. Fill your thumbprints. To those of you that are new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. I am a self-taught baker after 25 years in professional music. I'm really glad you're here. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so. Once you've got your thumbprint indents filled with your choice of jam or jelly or preserves, Then these go back in the oven for about another 10 minutes just to get them a little bit more cooked and the jelly just a little bit set. This time, we'll use the oven timer. All right, our timer has gone off, and that means our Thumbprint cookies are ready to come out of the oven. Nothing like being blasted in the face by the smell of warm, buttery, sugary, good, fruity, delicious cookies. Now we're going to sit these on the cooling rack, let them cool for just a minute before we transfer them to the wire rack to cool completely. Once again, everybody, this is Bakes by Vasco, and I'm Michelle with 1L, and I am so glad that you hung out with me for day 3 of our 12 days of Christmas cookies. As always, though, the best part of baking is the eating. I have more green than red. See you guys next time. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and tell all your friends. 2 thumbs up. Soft, buttery, right crumble, and that jam is just so classic against that shortbread cookie. 2 thumbs up. Sorry, Mom, I know you taught me not to talk with my mouth full.